All right, today we're going to cut through all the noise, all the complicated stuff, and get right to the heart of building a business online. We're going to break down the actual gears that make internet marketing, well, work. And we're doing it all based on the really straightforward ideas from the ebook, Internet Marketing Mechanics. And yeah, that's the feeling, right? That sense of being totally overwhelmed by all the technical terms and jargon. The whole online business world can feel like this super complicated maze. But here's the thing, it really doesn't have to be. Our whole goal here is to just give you a clear, simple map so you can find your way through it. Okay, so first things first, we've got to build a solid foundation. Before we even think about all the tools and the cool tactics, we need to get on the same page and answer the most basic question of all. What is internet marketing, really? And, why should you even care? When you boil it all down, it's pretty simple. Internet marketing is just promoting stuff online. Products, services, you name it. But the real magic, the game changer, is how it completely leveled the playing field. I mean, think about it. The internet let anyone, from a person working in their garage to a massive corporation, reach people all over the world without spending a fortune on old-school ads. It's not just some optional strategy anymore. It's pretty much essential for any successful business these days. And really, this image sums up the main goal perfectly. It doesn't matter if you're using search engines, social media, email, pretty much every single tactic is designed to do just one thing: get more people to your website. Because at the end of the day, more visitors means more eyeballs on your products, and that means more potential sales. It's a really simple but super powerful equation. All right, so we get it. The main goal is to get people to our online home. But hang on, how do we even build that home in the first place? Let's take a look at the absolute must-have pieces you're going to need in your digital toolkit to even get off the ground. Let's think about this like we're building a house, because it's basically the same thing. First, your domain name, that's your street address, right? mycoolwebsite.com. It's how people find you. Then you need web hosting. That's the actual plot of land you're building your house on. And finally, number 3, the autoresponder. This one's your automated email system. Think of it as your mailbox and your personal assistant rolled into one. It grabs email addresses from visitors and lets you follow up with them automatically so you can build a real relationship over time. Seriously, these 3 things, they're the absolute non-negotiable foundation. Okay, your digital property is all set up. You've got the land, you've got the address, you're ready to flip that open for business sign. But that leads us to maybe the biggest question of all. What in the world are you actually going to sell here? And right away, you're at a major fork in the road. Do you go mainstream? Sell something tons of people want, but you're up against, everyone? Or do you find a niche, a small, specialized corner of the market? The secret to a great niche is finding a very specific problem that a really passionate group of people has, and then you become their #1 solution. It's how you just sidestep all that crazy competition and build a super loyal fan base. Now, here's one of the coolest things about doing business online. You don't actually need a physical thing to sell. In fact, a lot of the most profitable products are literally made of pure knowledge. We call these information products, and it's just your expertise packaged up and sold. Could be an ebook, a video course, maybe an online workshop. And trust me, everyone is an expert in something. And what's kind of perfect is that the ebook we're talking about today is the best example. It is an information product. It's just specialized knowledge about internet marketing, all packaged up and sold to people like you who are looking for that info. So let's take stock. You've got your digital toolkit, you've got a product ready to sell. Awesome. But now we have to connect the dots. How do you actually get an interested person to, buy the thing? How does the whole transaction happen? Well, one of the biggest engines for sales online is something called affiliate marketing. And it's basically just a partnership. Imagine this. One person creates a product. They're the merchant. Then other people, the affiliates, promote that product to their own audiences. If someone buys the product using their special link, the affiliate gets a cut. It's a total win-win. But how does the money actually change hands here? It usually happens in one of 3 ways. First, you've got pay-per-click. This is where you earn a tiny bit of money just for someone clicking a link on your site. Then there's the big one, pay-per-sale. This is the most common, and it's where you get a commission when someone actually buys the product. And last, there's pay-per-lead. This is when you get paid just for getting someone to sign up for something, like a newsletter. And believe me, that's super valuable for businesses trying to grow their audience. Now, besides those partnerships, there's a much more direct way to sell the sales letter.
This is usually a really long, super focused web page or email that has one and only one goal to convince a very specific person to pull out their credit card and buy right then and there. And this brings us to the final, and you could argue the most important piece of this whole puzzle. Because look, you can have the most amazing website and the best product in the entire world, but if nobody ever sees it, it's useless. So the big question is, how do you find your people? How do you get them to show up at your digital front door?
In the online world, we call visitors to your website traffic. Simple enough, but the key word, the one that matters most, is quality. You don't just want a bunch of random clicks. You want to attract the right people, the ones who are actually interested in what you're selling. Quality traffic, that's the absolute lifeblood of any online business. So, where does this quality traffic actually come from? Well, think of it like a bunch of different roads all leading to your website. You've got SEO, that's search engine optimization, which is basically the art of making sure you show up on Google when people are looking for you. Then there's content, like blogging or writing articles, which pulls people in by showing them you know your stuff. Of course, there's social media, where you can build a community and talk to people directly. And then there's list building, creating that email list so you have a direct line to your biggest fans. And that's pretty much it. We've laid out all the essential gears of the whole internet marketing machine. You've got the foundational toolkit, you know how to think about choosing a product, and you've seen the ways to make a sale and find your audience. The blueprint, it's officially in your hands now. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build?